Okay, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be comparing three clients: PvPLounge, Lunar client, and Badlion client. I'm going to go over which client gives you the best FPS, as well as talk about specific features of each client that makes them better, tell you why you should use them, and then also give some advice on what client to use if you don't want to get full spanned on Hypixel. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's get straight into the FPS test, because that's what most people care about. Firstly, we're going to look at Lunar. If you look on the top right, you can see on Lunar we're averaging about 800 FPS when we're looking straight, and when we look down it goes up to about 1000. Moving on to PvPLounge, also getting about 800, slightly lower than Lunar. Looking down goes above 1000 again. However, when we go into Badlion client, we drop to about 600 FPS when we're looking straight forward. And that's the biggest change between the three clients. If you look at all three of them, PvPLounge, Lunar have very similar FPS, very strong FPS values. Badlion is still fine. It gives good enough FPS. It probably gives better FPS than vanilla Minecraft. These are all made for boosting FPS, but it's undeniable that PvPLounge and Lunar are the ones to go for if you are only looking for better frames when playing the game. Now, I know you may say that those short clips don't actually represent how the FPS values may perform in the game, but I can say that using all three clients regularly, I like all three clients a lot, that is similar to the FPS you would get in game. Badlion does tend to be slightly lower than the other two clients. And it's also really important to note that Badlion has so many cosmetics, all these flashy particles and stuff that appear when you're in big lobbies, and that will also add to the lag. The other two clients don't have as many cosmetics. I don't know if they do have any, I can't remember. But Badlion, loads of people have capes and wings and hats and banners and whatever. That contributes to lower FPS, so do not choose Badlion client if you want an FPS client. So now you're going to ask, well, why do people use Badlion client then? And there are some good reasons to use Badlion client. Firstly, Badlion client is probably the most popular client, and it's also the most casual. So if you're just looking for something to download to get a small FPS boost for a bit of fun, for a few extra mods, go for Badlion. It also has the most mods, so no matter what server you're playing on, there are mods on there that will assist you, whereas the other two clients are a lot more PvP focused. Badlion client is also the client that Hypixel say is okay to use on Hypixel. If you don't want to get full spanned, I would recommend either playing on a vanilla client or using Badlion client opposed to the other two. The other two have a lot higher full span rate than Badlion client. It doesn't mean you can't get full spanned or banned on Badlion, and if you do get banned whilst using Badlion, you will not get unbanned because it's still a modded client, and using anything to do with mods will pretty much get an appeal rejected straight away. So if you want to stay safe, use vanilla. If you want to be slightly safer than using PvPLounge and Lunar, then go for Badlion. Okay, now the next thing I really quickly want to compare is the 1.8.9 animations. If you look at all three of the clips, you can see that Lunar and PvPLounge both have really smooth block hitting animations, whereas Badlion has a lot more chunky, a lot more blockier sort of. You're just sort of waggling your sword around. You're not really block hitting like you would in 1.7. And for me, that's a big thing because I block hit a lot. That might be a big thing for you. I don't know. If you're looking for good animations, PvPLounge, Lunar. Now we're going to look at the GUIs, the menus and stuff like that. Looking at Lunar, Lunar definitely has the nicest looking GUI. You cannot dispute that, in my opinion. It's just so clean, it's just nice. It has all the mods you're going to need for PvP. Badlion tends to have the same mods as PvPLounge and Lunar, with extra. It has Schematica mods, it has replay mods. Both of them are, again, really nice, especially for more casual players. You actually can't use Schematica on stuff like Hypixel, but for single player and stuff, Schematica is really cool for just getting your own builds onto servers. And replay mod is really good for editing videos and for making nice montages and stuff. Can't do that with PvPLounge, can't do that with Lunar. That is a Badlion perk. But Badlion and PvPLounge do have worse looking GUIs. I actually like the PvPLounge's in-game menu. I don't like the outer game menu, the main menu. I think it looks disgusting. I think Badlion's main menu is probably, it's okay, but overall Lunar just has the best main menu and the best in-game menu. It's really easy to use, it's easy to navigate, it's easy to work out. Now the last thing I want to talk about before I end this video is which client I personally use. Well, I use all three clients. I literally switch between them depending on what mood I'm in. My favourite client though, it's probably Lunar client. Lunar Client is also the most buggiest from my experience. Just recording this video, I had to restart my computer twice because it kept making my game crash, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have that problem with other clients, but once you get over these bugs and issues and stuff, Lunar is probably my favourite client. It feels the most reactive, most responsive as you move your mouse, and most responsive as you try and hit players. Then ranking the other two, I'd probably put PvPLounge second and Badlion third. It's really close, to be honest. I don't use PvPLounge because I feel PvPLounge is most likely to get you full spammed on Hypixel, and I don't want to take that chance. Lunar seems alright so far. I don't know many people that have got full spam with Lunar, and I don't. There's still some full spams with Badlion. There's probably most, if you search the internet, there are probably most full spams with Badlion, but that mainly comes down to the fact that there are 10 times the amount of people using Badlion than the other clients, so it's sort of an unfair representation of Badlion. Badlion is definitely the safest to use. But I use Lunar, it's so smooth. I like to use the motion blur, I like to use the block overlay. The block overlay is really helpful for block placement, especially in Bed Wars, Sky Wars, Mega Wars. And other than that, all three of them have really nice crosshair mods. I actually use the crosshair mod on all three of them. I use the 1.7 animations on all three of them because they all have good enough animations, even if Badlion is slightly worse than the others. And then, obviously from the test at the start, Lunar and PvPLounge have the better FPS. So I'd choose Lunar if you were looking for a client. It's just the nicest. It has the best feel. Other than that, share your thoughts in the comments. If you want any more help choosing between a client, I can go into more detail on the specific mods that each client has. I can tell you what might be best for your computer. Or you can tell me what you think, what client you use, what your favourite is. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next vid. Oh, and one more thing for those of you who stuck around. I am now releasing our official guild pack, the Arcturus guild pack. A few people have asked for it. I sort of said I'd do it at 700 subs, and I've hit 700. So go into the description and you can download our guild pack.